MC.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's that boom bap.
Boom bap.
MC hip hop.
Oh yeah.
It's that bap. Street hop.
Street hop. Boom bap TV.
It's that boom bap. MC hip hop.
Yeah.
It's that boom bap. MC hip hop rap.
Yeah. Spit it acapella all tracks.
It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
MC hip hop rap. Spit it acapella all track. It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
MC hip hop rap.
All track. Oh yeah.
Peace and blessings, love and light. What's going on? This is your boy EMCEE1, aka Lord Get Busy, aka Brother Malcolm, and welcome to Boom BAP TV's in-studio interview series. Today's guest is the lovely and talented Beeyonka, hailing from Brooklyn, Canarsie. Canarsie is in the house. What's going on?
Canarsie Flossy. Hello, Brother Malcolm. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for being the
Yeah,
guest.
for
Pleasure
sure.
to have you here. So, Beeyonka. For those who've never heard of you, give them a breakdown of the name. What made you pick this name, and
Right.
what's the significance of Beeyonka?
So, all right, I'll talk to the viewers. I'll talk to you. We'll make this a good thing. So, my name is actually Brittany. And the name Nova, I was really into anime at one point in my life, and there was a character from Bleach called Nova. I just always thought like it sounded like supernova, like intergalactic, stellar explosion, and I don't know, it just stuck with me. So I just put it together for real. Like, I'm Brittany Nova, B Nova, it's been Nova, for these other MCs. So that's just how it came about.
When did you have your aha moment? When did you realize, this is, I could do this. This is me. This is my lane. This is the role that I should know, and I'm a rock with it. When did you have that revelation?
Oh my God. It's hard because even sometimes now, like sometimes I feel like I'll have an out-of-body experience and I'm like, am I really doing this? Because I've always been a writer, that's always been my thing. And Lighthouse, who I've been working with, who really helped me cultivate, this passion, actually helped boost my self-esteem with this. I'm trying to see like when it came about, because we had started one day. He just asked me, we was actually coming back from the gun range, just hanging out, and I always knew he was into music. We knew each other. He knew I was a creative. I was more so into film at that time, but he'd always told me like, you should just do something, like try something. So one day he just, long story short, he had a beat and he was like, why don't you write something to this, and I was like, all right, like why not? And I did, and it sounded good. I liked how it felt, and that was maybe about a year or two ago, and we just kept rolling from there, and I was just like, this can happen for me, like why can't it? And part of being an MC is being a writer, so maybe I just got caught up in like society and how maybe a rapper would look.
What topics do you want to touch on that you feel haven't been touched on enough or at all within the culture?
I find myself to be more ladylike and reserved in certain ways. Like some of my lyrics are sexual, but maybe in a more conservative way. Like I like to talk my ish, you know what I'm saying? But from I'm a boss, I can take care of myself type of thing. I'm assertive and strong. I have no problem possibly maybe submitting to a guy, but there has to be something about you that stimulates my mental. Like what can you bring, how can you make me feel in that way? So maybe bringing that power to a woman, talking in that way instead of just being like, oh, you should pay for everything. Like, oh, I would like you to, but you don't have to. Like, you don't have to be here. We can bond, we can build and stuff like that. But I'm whole before you coming here, and I think that's important. Of course we're all made to coexist and build bonds and stuff, but once you have that, that knowledge of yourself and you're comfortable with yourself and you're assertive and strong and you're comfortable, I feel like that matters a lot. So I want to bring that. I want to talk about those type of things. Being feminine and strong, and maybe like just celebrating the positives in life. I don't want to really talk about the negatives, and definitely I don't do drugs, so I'm not talking about things like that. I'm definitely not going to glorify that. I feel like even though I'm an adult and I want to talk about maybe some, you know, things that I might not want my younger audience to hear about, at the end of the day too, I do feel like I have a sense of responsibility to talk about certain things, so I'm not going to glorify. I don't want to talk about that struggle anymore. I want to talk about living good. I want to talk about manifesting the good things.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah. What was the inspiration behind this song?
So it was the beat that spoke to me again, you know, like I was just like, oh, like this real Shaolin, like, you know, it just gave me a martial arts type of feel. And I don't know, my mind, stuff just be popping in my head, like, you know, I'm like, if I'm real comfortable with you, I might just blur out, you know, something, you know. So I don't know, that's just, then it, whoa, shimmy, shimmy, like, I was like, yeah, you know, like that's cute, you know. And then I just started, I just started thinking about this, you know, just putting a battery in my back and talking about myself and like how I became who I am, and just playing with those words. And then I just, you know, phonetically my flow be sharper than the soul for me, because again, the martial arts type of, you know, and then the Snyder Wings reference, all our Brooklyn people, you know, about the Snyder Wing, you know. So I just wanted it to be real Brooklyn, ODB, you know, that type of thing. So, and then it just unraveled like that. So shout out to, listen, I need to thank him, because he's the one that, you know, just made me take his song or his, you know, his flavor and turn it into something for myself.
Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Let me get an encore, yeah, raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Let me get an encore, phonetically my flow be sharper than a sword for me. Snyder wings up on my plate, now that's an order be. Less is more, no wonder why they be adoring me. Living in the P's and niggas still wasn't affording me. Since a little girl, my mama been forewarning me. Ain't no talking unless you cooping off adoring, yeah. They say you spoil B, actually I'm royal G. Always kept it raw like copying papers from the store for me. Raw, shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Let me get an encore, yeah, raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Let me get an encore. So I remain elusive, my company exclusive. All this hustling conducive. I ain't bout to bet on losing. Why I'm moving, how I'm moving, and I'm doing what I'm doing. Bitch, I'm trying to eat forever. Ain't talking about cologne when I talk feeling Tuscan leathers. Broke about the nest, so now I'm ruffling they feathers. Birds don't stick around, they mad. I'm trying to keep my bread up. Told me he the plug, he plan on making my life better. Nigga, whatever. Vibes real different. Kissed on his lips, screaming, fuck, that's delicious. Dick ripped up, plus now we main dishing. Need me and he tryna 86 them other bitches. I'ma let you finish first, let's discuss the riches. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Let me get an encore, yeah, raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, I like it real raw. Let me get an encore. Wasn't malicious, how I got vicious. That's from all of life's glitches. Lying dirty niggas and a bunch of fake bitches. Mad persona switching, plenty sneak distance. Stop the crying and the wishing, in their faces started spitting. But let's not act like I'm not a Brooklyn native. I stay agitated, keep my jewels gold plated. Call my homie son, but I'm very educated, and they know that I'm the earth, so all these bummy niggas hate it. But I ain't tripping cause the love was never genuine. Don't support my shit but saying you a friend of mine. Now you offending mine, snitchy niggas drop dimes. Think you clocking in, but nigga, this is my time. 1-800 Nova, all I spit is hot lines. Where the millies at, I'm tryna get about 9. Ain't Aretha, but you finna dress me with respect. When I click the cereals, it's all about the checks. Face your serious, my nigga, I am not vexed. Keep on stacking on them, baby, we about decks. I'm 100 with you niggas, what you tripping for? If you fucking with me, know that I'ma keep it raw.
How do you feel about the representation of women in hip hop at this point in time, as far as the artistry? Like, how you feel about it?
I feel like I feel like women should do whatever they want to do and represent themselves any way that they wish. However, I do feel like maybe it's a little one-sided, and where like more lyrical female artists aren't getting shine as opposed to, you know, the more voluptuous, you know, free, carefree type. So I feel like I wish there would be a more mainstream healthy medium, you know what I mean, so we can have a difference in both, so that other women or, you know, peers or other aspiring artists can see like, oh, I don't have to necessarily do this, you know, because even sometimes for me, I have to remember to just stay focused on who I am and what I represent and what I want to do, and not necessarily think, oh, because, you know, this one group is getting more notoriety, you know, that I need to necessarily alter myself. So I feel like live and let live, but we all need to just have a healthy balance where everybody gets their shine, and it's not just one group of women and just, you know, overpowering the other. Like, some women are more modest, some women want to show their skin a little more, but if there was a healthy medium, if we were seeing both, which I feel like we don't really, then I feel like that would be better for the playing field.
What's your favorite part of being an artist? Is it the actual the creating, or the presentation of the work once it's done, or the performance of?
First, it's the creating, because once I can give myself the chills, like I call it the chills, you know, if I write something and then I spit it and I'm like, ooh, like that part, I'm proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, like you did that, you know what I mean? So that's the best part. And then of course, like, presenting it is always nerve-wracking, but then when I get that positive, like, ooh, you did, you know, that part is just like facing the fear, you know. So first is the creating it and just kind of like battling myself and trying to see what I could come up with, how nice I can make something sound, you know, what kind of imagery I can bring to people's minds and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty fly. And then hearing that reaction, like, when I'm done with it. Yeah.
Who are your favorite MCs?
Oh man, I knew you were gonna ask me that. Here's the thing, like, okay, right now in my rotation, I'm kind of a hermit too. Like, I live in the 90s, and, you know, like, as far as when I want some inspiration, because I feel you about not wanting to sound like, but sometimes, like, some of the things that are mainstream, you hear it so much, and, or at least for me, like, my mind gets all, and I'm like, no, I need to come back to, like, what matters to me and, like, what I feel like challenges me. I listen to things that I feel like challenge me. So of course Wu-Tang, like, all the time. Jay, definitely. Action Bronson, I love how he plays with, you know, he makes it fun. So when I need to feel jovial, I listen to some Bronson. I'm like, he's silly, man. Like, that reminds me to have fun with it and just not take it so seriously, because then, like, I'll listen to Rock Marcy and I'll be like, oh, like, nah, you know, like, you gotta take this more seriously, or Rakim, you know, or something like that. So that's what I listen to, you know, when I want to challenge myself, and then I try to take a step back and be careful and to just make it as organic as possible. But yeah, those artists influence me for sure. Missy, all the time, for sure. She's so much fun. Of course Kim, like Nicki, just, but lately what I've been listening to is a lot of Tribe and things like that. So just to challenge me and just make me remember, like, girl, you better use those words. Like, you better, don't be afraid to just, you know, step out of the box.
You mentioned you were into film.
Oh yeah.
Okay. you still into film?
Of course, yeah, for sure. You know, but you know, I want to get the music out first, and then definitely have some other things in the work. You know, and it's funny, on social media in the past, I would just make little silly videos and just my different personalities and stuff like that, because that's just always how I was. You know, I always had like a silly, you know, personality. You know, I just be thinking about something and then I just make a little skit and people just think it's funny, you know, and I'm like, I'm serious and y'all think, you know, like, so, you know, I just like to make people laugh. So I definitely want to revisit that. But I'm what big film producer buff, you know, like Scorsese, or, you know, Tim Burton, all of those, you know, I can get into that. So I definitely want to do some stuff in that too.
Yes, girl, I know. I got to work at 9:30 today. No fucks given. And of course, you know, I went to Starbucks too. I mean, the train. I mean, bums and children galore. You already know how the MTA is. I know, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna actually call Dante and get my herbal supplementation because, you know, I'm expecting a dick appointment tonight. Hopefully he doesn't cancel though. Okay, later.
Yup.
It's Beeyonka. Oh, what's up, Beeyonka? What's good, ma? The usual.
Alright, say less, beautiful. Heard you. I'll be there.
Hood niggers. Hey, Dante.
What's up, Beeyonka? Sexy as ever. Thought you got on negligent.
Oh, a fucking what? A negligent?
Are you here by yourself? Like,
Just give me my product, please. Like, let's not do this. No. See, I knew it with you. Every time.
you got blood in your pocket?
What am I supposed to just put it in my hand after you just put it in your nuts? Like, are you fucking stupid?
I'm saying, I'm chilling. Like, I'm saying. Ow. Some love letter shit? What the fuck is ow? Oh, this must be some kinky shit she talking about.
Press about a week, whole nigga, picture that. Never in your fucking life is you smoking crack. Bringing Brooklyn back, that is straight facts.
Good music is good music. I just think the hip hop should be one thing and other things should be called other things and keep them separate, but good music is good music. That being said, if you're given the option, what type of music, what type of track would you jump on first, like, without even thinking about it? Like, would it be like something current trap, or would it just be like some hard boom bap?
Definitely some boom bap, like, you know, like Styles P just came out with something, and if I could just work with this man, like, it'll be like the mainstream stuff will come out, and I'll be like, oh, all right, I'll listen to that. Let me listen to, you know, let me see how that sounds or whatever. But then it's like when a Styles P drops or something, I'm like, yes, like this is what I need, because he's gonna challenge me, you know, he's gonna bring me back. So for sure, a boom bap. Like, I want to work with the legends first, like, by far. So if y'all, you know, let's do it. Shameless plug, you know, listen, challenge me, like, for sure, the legends first. I would love that.
Yeah, boom bap. Yeah, man, 'cause a lot of people, when they hear boom bap sometimes, they automatically, they categorize it as being an old sound, or, oh, that's the golden era sound, this is the 90s sound. But there are a few people who of the school of thought that, no, that's a New York sound. And, you know what I'm saying, and New York has kind of lost its identity doing everybody else's sound. And so it's interesting to hear that you would jump on a boom bap track first. That's dope. Original Brooklyn girl.
Yeah.
What brought this concept about?
You know, it's a lot going on in Brooklyn. You know, it's changing. Not all change is bad, but, you know, it's just a lot of things are changing. And you know, my set group of friends, I just realized we just have this, you know, when I think about women from Brooklyn and how we are strong, assertive, you know, we get it done. You know, I just think about my friends and how we grew up, you know, just having the same friends from like junior high school and how we've evolved, these Brooklyn women, and just strong, just, you know, maybe a little assertive and aggressive, but just still tender and feminine at the same time. So not only is it an aesthetic, but like they're also intelligent, you know, they have their own businesses, they have degrees, you know, we have, you know, we're independent, you know, we have, listen, of course we would love a man to dote on us, but we got our own, like we got our own whips, we got our own, you know, type of thing. So it just became this something that I wanted to embody, because I felt like that is me. This represents my friends, you know, like this is what we relate to. And I only talk about what I know, so that's what I feel like what it is. Like I just think about all the women that I know from Brooklyn and how, you know, we got it going on. We doing it for ourselves, and, you know, we're cute, and we, you know, we're smart, and we, you know, we're edgy. And I just wanted to bring that flavor back, because I'm not seeing it. I don't feel like we're represented like that.
If you could impart one thing to your listening audience, what would it be?
I mean, of course, I want to be taken very seriously, but it was be imaginative. You know, maybe be romantic, and I don't necessarily mean in a sexual way, but when I write or if I'm talking about something, I want to romanticize it. So I want to make it sound as ill as possible, or in life, the way I represent myself, I want to be as ill as possible. I want to give a good vibe to everybody, so when they, you know, maybe on first glance you might not know like what kind of person I am, but like let me romanticize you where you be like, oh, she's cool. So that's what I want to give, like romanticize life, like be chill, be cool, be easy.
China bitch. Yeah. Nova on the beat, now you know you in trouble. Shot to the Henny, gon' make it a double. Pussy on wax, ain't never no stubble. Sat on his face while he moaning, he mumble. Begging for more, better talk to me humble. Bag of the bulls, I ain't never gon' fumble. Hold up, what? Ooh, uh-oh. Said what I said, I just keep it a hundo. Mag with the sex talk. Big boy Snove with the flex talk. Seen from afar, got the best walk. Getting the Ferrari, that's big sport. Let's go. Meg with the sex talk. Big boy Snove with the flex talk. See me from afar, got the best walk. Calling me a star, what you been thought? Don't gotta ask when you know we a trick. Thinking he slick, he making me sick. But if he can't say he wanna lick, told him get off my dick or get off my dick. Novi the goddess and Megan the Stallion. Ice on our necks like we rockin' medallion. Brooklyn and Houston, we pulling up wildin', stylin', smiling, drunk on the island. Super low key cause these niggas be stalking. Chicken head bitches on God, they be gawking. Popped on that ass, all that shit she was talking. Look back on the hole like I'm parallel parking. I'm Princess Peach, you niggas Luigi. Powered up on them and still couldn't see me. Pockets been heavy, his looking measly. Scared of broke niggas, they heebie, they jeebies. I bet they wish I was taking it easy. Text me a hard, I send them a ZZ. Wondering if he could ever come see me. Send me some CC, that'll appease me. Been a post, bitch, I could never be sleazy. These niggas wanna stay up in my graces. Study me cause I'm a different case and Novi Novita got with different faces.
What's going on, y'all? It's your man Lighthouse from Slick Records. You're now tuned in to Boom BAP TV. Keep it locked.
What takeaways do you have from each show? Like, do you like monitor the audience when you're performing? Do you take the feedback and go back to the lab and go, yo, they was really popping when I hit this line right here, but they really got open when I did this move here? Like, do you recalibrate how you present yourself on a show by show basis based on what the audience is giving you, or do you just sit there every night like Pinky in the brain go, I'm just taking over the world?
I mean, of course I do want to take over the world, but no, for sure. What? Absolutely. Like, performing, it's like, listen, I've never had a problem with public speaking, but again, this process has been new to me, and sharing myself this way has been new. You know, since a child, I've always been performative, so I'm good with it. But like, yeah, like, firstly, moving and rapping and, you know, engaging with the audience, that has a workout right there. Like, and I'm in the gym, but that feeling where it's like, oh, I gotta catch my breath here, like I gotta, you know, engage here, they felt this here, so you have to pay attention. I mean, at least for me, like I like to, even though, you know, before a show, I like to think like, all right, this is how I would want to, or I put myself in the position of like the audience member, what I would want to see. But for sure, sometimes when you go up there, you get the nerves and you might not, you know, like, or, you know, when you have an argument and you think about it later on, like, I should have said this, you know, like I should have did that. It's kind of like that. I'm like, oh, all right, next time I know I can engage here. I can maybe do this here, move this way, you know, holding the mic so that people can hear me and just getting that breath control, because all of that matters. So yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
What projects do you have in the mix right now? Like albums, singles, videos? What can the people look forward to?
All of the above, all of the above for sure. Like definitely another single coming out, definitely some more visuals, you know, you gotta see me some more, and definitely a project, Original Brooklyn Girl, you know, a compilation, you know, my first project. I'm so excited, you know, it's been a long time in the making, but I'm sensitive about mine and I take it seriously. So, you know, Lighthouse has been working with me and just, you know, helping me develop, you know, and just be more comfortable. So even now during the process, like, I'll listen to my growth and and I'm like, oh, like, look how I sounded when I first recorded this, you know, let me put this on the project, but now let me assert myself more because now I have my voice. So definitely everything. I just want to put myself out there as much as possible and just share myself. So everything, definitely.
Where can the people find you on social media? Which platforms?
Listen, I'm everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere. So I'm on Twitter at Beeyonka, just the letter B. Novaa, so Beeyonka, and the same thing for Instagram, at Beeyonka. Yeah, so I'm on SoundCloud, YouTube. So I'm just trying to get myself out there. But if you just go to my Instagram, mostly that's where I'm uploading most of my visuals, and my performances and stuff like that. So they can find me there.
That's good. Beeyonka.
Yes, letter B, Novaa.
Did you get it? You got it.
MC.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's that boom bap. MC hip hop.
Oh yeah.
It's that bap. Street hop.
Street hop. Boom bap TV.
It's that boom bap. MC hip hop.
Yeah.
It's that boom bap. MC hip hop rap.
Yeah. Spit it acapella all tracks.
It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
MC hip hop rap. Spit it acapella all track. It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
It's that boom bap.
Yeah.
MC hip hop rap.
All track.
Oh yeah.